did you two get up to last night? Hey guys, hey guys, Blazie here, and welcome to another Blazie review. I forgot what this was for a second there. Good job, me. Anyway, welcome to another Blazie review, even though I did a little skit in the beginning, but it came to my mind, and I straight away, when I watched that scene, it was like, that popped in my head. So, here we are, talking about Monster Hunter, the movie. What can I say about this movie? What can I say? There's a lot to say, but at the same time, not a lot, because this movie just flies by. It flies by so quickly. It's kind of amazing. It's kind of amazing like that. I mean, it opens up with amazing music. I absolutely loved the theme song of this movie, which they play over and over and over again. But hey, I'm totally okay with that. Like, I absolutely loved it. It was a great opening song where it's like, yeah, you know, it got you hyped up. And that opening scene was like, yeah, this is Monster Hunter in some kind of way. This is cool, yeah. You know, but then, yeah, one of the big things in the trailer was the military. That's not Monster Hunter. Military? What the hell's going on? What? Huh? It's so Hollywood. It's very Hollywood. Okay, so sorry, I kind of just jumped right into this review here. For those who don't know, for those who don't know, Blazie reviews, I just kind of chat. There's no script, blah blah. I don't really edit things, blah 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 blah. So anyway, let me at least talk about what I know of Monster Hunter. So I did play Monster Hunter World, and I think I played the first one and the third one. I think I played one on the Wii, which I did enjoy. I played one on PSP. Yeah, I played one on PSP, and I think I played like the third one. I think it's the third one. That's on the Wii or something. And then, yeah, Monster Hunter World. So, I've played Monster Hunter games before, but I don't really know the lore. Not that there's really a whole lot. There is, but it's not Resident Evil lore kind of thing. I don't know. So, I know Monster Hunter, and I know that, but yeah, the military is not a thing. That is extremely weird. It is very Hollywood thing to do. Hollywood loves to do a thing where, especially in game adaptations, they have a character that pops in that doesn't understand anything. Basically, that's exactly why this character, whose name I forget, Artemis. That's it, Artemis. That's why this character Artemis is here to be a new character in the world, so they don't understand anything. Hollywood loves to do that, and it's not the worst idea. It's really not. It can work, and I do feel like it does kind of work here. The problem with this movie, now, okay, so the big problem with this movie is I'll outright say it. This is a very bad Monster Hunter movie. It's a very bad Monster Hunter movie. But it's a good movie. It's a very bad adaptation to Monster Hunter. But there's something about it that makes it so enjoyable. It's a very enjoyable, dumb action popcorn flick kind of movie. It's very much that, just a popcorn flick. Turn your mind off, you know, and just enjoy it. Because, like, this is made by the same person who made all the Resident Evil movies, which I really like. Even though the same actress, because they're married. The director and her are married, so you know she's got to appear in his things. And I love the Resident Evil movies. I honestly do. I really like them. They're dumb popcorn flicks. They really are. They're good action, dumb shit. And that's what this movie is. It's exactly that. It's dumb. It's shit. But God, it's great. Now, yeah, okay, so it opens up with the military and a couple characters there, who I didn't really mind too much, honestly. And this will be, yeah, there will be spoilers in this review. I do apologize. We'll say that there will be spoilers. So, it, yeah, the whole thing for military happens really quickly. Like, okay, it doesn't. I think it's like about half hour, 35 minutes into the movie or something when they all disappear. But, like, that's still a lot. That's lot of time in a movie. But it just seems to happen so quickly. Like, at one moment they're in like our world, then our world just kind of driving along, and then they get transported to the Monsanto world, and it happens just so freaking quickly, and all of a sudden they're fighting the Diablos monster, and again it just happens so quickly, just all of a sudden, pow, there's the Diablos. Oh shit, okay, they're dealing with that now, and they start getting killed off, and then they end up dealing with these disgusting spiders. Oh, I hated them. I absolutely hated all of that scene and everything. It is just because being chased by Diablos. All of a sudden, it turns into a horror movie with all these creepy little spider creatures, and then it turns into a freaking aliens. Turns into like a xenomorph alien weird horror shit, and it's just it is creepy, it is weird, and it happens so quickly that you don't have time to process it, which I guess makes it work because because there's so much happening, you just keep watching, and just you can't take you can't take your eyes off it. It's so weird, but so intriguing. So intriguing. You just want to keep watching, and then you do see I can't. I don't know if he has a name. I think he's just called like Hunter, basically. Because he's a hunter. Like that's like his thing. She's a ranger and he's a hunter. And you do see him kind of using the bow and try and stop the Diabolos and all that, try to help out and everything. So you see him just kind of there. He's like trying to help out. Yeah, basically, yeah. Then Artemis is going through like all these spider shit. Somehow, like she's not like she's perfectly fine for it all, and that's what I always just like. Wait, how does that work exactly? How is she fine? Because basically, she ends up getting like stung and poisoned and dragged out into the caves, into these like caves kind of thing where they feed on them and yeah, put babies in them. Yeah. Oh, that scene, that was creepy. Um, it's such like a just like an ill kind of creepy kind of scene. But yeah, I remember what I was saying now. She ends up getting like poisoned twice but she still manages to wake up, and no one else does, even though she got poisoned twice. And then the whole egg thing that happened to one of her friends, that happened to him later. Yeah, he's infected, but she's not. She just has like plot armor kind of thing, and it's so stupid. It's not explained at all. It's just there. It's so dumb. It's such a dumb movie. You're not supposed to think about it. She's just a hero. That's it. And then yeah, so she manages to get free, and I love her reaction once she's free. Like yeah, it's like very much like yep, that's exactly how people would react to that. Like yeah, after that was funny. Eventually, she does come across the hunter dude, and they just fight it out for like a good little chunk of time. They're just fighting, and that was really cool. There was some good little fight scenes. I'll definitely agree to that. There was some really cool stuff there, and eventually they do blow it up. They do blow it up over chocolate, Hershey's chocolate to be exact.
Wait. 1 second. Look. Here.
Just like it's advertising. It wasn't just any chocolate; it was Hershey's chocolate. It's like at the beginning of the film, it opens up with a Coca-Cola can. Yes, they do squish it, which kind of means like screw Coca-Cola or something, but it's still kind of like it's right there. It's advertising. God damn it. How do you fit Coca-Cola into a Monster Hunter movie? You know? It was such bad advertising, right in your face advertising. I will happily agree on that. I don't mind advertising in films. I really, really don't, but that was a little bit in your face. So yeah, they do blow it up over chocolate, and it's really hilarious. And after that, they become like really good boys, kind of just messing with each other because the main thing is he doesn't speak English.
Let's do this.
Hmm?
Never mind. Let's go.
He at least doesn't speak our language, basically. And so it ends up just being this really like they try to try to understand each other. They don't really, and it's that kind of whole thing. But it's really funny. They work really well together. Honestly, I actually really enjoy those two. It was actually really quite fun. I do admit to that.
I have weapons. Diablos.
Those two work really well together. They were great in the film. Great actors. Loved it. They were really good. Really good team. I enjoyed their little banter. That's the word I was trying to look for. I really enjoyed their banter. So basically, a big part of it is now that she wants to go back to her world, right? Obviously, and there's a specific place that she needs to get to, which is like past the Diablos, and so they team up together to try and take it down, and or at least scare it away or something. And so they do a training montage. She gets the armor, she gets the weapons, and all this kind of stuff. And that was cool. The like little funny little jokes there they do.
What is that? You gotta tell me about that. Can't just do that to somebody.
She looks badass. I love the armor. Love the armor. Love the clothing. Love the weapons and everything. They all look Monster Hunter. It looks Monster Hunter. I will definitely say that. One of my big problems though with this movie is that it's mostly desert. It's mostly desert the entire movie, and that's just kind of ugly. It's just browns. It needed so much more color, but then once they do defeat the Diablos in pretty cool style, they do then go on to like another little section where we do get to see a couple more monsters, not couple, like one extra one, and a little bit more greenery, thank God, because this movie did need some color. Like, Monster Hunter World is beautiful, so it's just like, why is it just desert? That's definitely a huge, like, why? Definitely, cheap. It's cheap of it. Which, speaking of cheap, the CGI is okay for the most part. It's not the greatest. It's not the greatest. During like the night scenes, when they have the Waffalos pop up, like yes, there's a Waffalos. It was in the trailers, so I'm not really. Again, this is a spoiler review, so I'm not really. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, there's a Waffalos, and it looks really cool during the night. Because they can hide it a bit better, But they do some cool lighting and everything with it. Like, you perfectly see it and everything. But it just looks a little bit better during the night than it does during the day. Still some cool shots during the day, though, that's for sure. They definitely... I feel like they did a bit more better with that one than they did the Diablos, honestly. Especially with some shots with the Diablos, anyway. Which there's a couple times where, like, the Diablos is like a tremor. It's like a graboid. He kind of reminded me of a graboid a bit, like from Tremors, those series of movies. Later, they do end up at a different area. They do then get attacked by Diablos. They then do get attacked by the Waffalos and all that, and then all these other characters come in that we saw earlier, the very start of the film on the ship. And so yeah, we finally get like this like crew, basically, that are all very Monster Hunter. It starts to feel a bit more like Monster Hunter, basically. And then the leader in charge, he can speak English, because there's been other people who have come to this world as well. and he can speak English, so he's able to communicate to her at least. And he's great. I really like him. Juan Perlman, I think is his name is. He played like Hellboy and such. He's a great actor. I absolutely love him. He always seems to be down for this kind of stuff. I love him. He's great. He seems like a nice dude. So I think he did like a really good job. He looks like a lion with that freaking mane of hair of his. But we are also introduced to the Palicos, or Palico at least. He looks great. Absolutely love him, and I love her reaction when she first sees one.
What? Now it does.
Yeah, like I totally understand that reaction. That is a great little reaction there. And yeah, absolutely love it. I'm sad that that's really the only scene we get, and then that other scene. Sadly, they're like the only two scenes we get of it, which sucks. This movie definitely feels cheap in that kind of sense. So we can't have like this animated character around the entire time or something. Because yeah, I think if they ever do a sequel, they need to have a Palico be there the entire time as like a little companion. They definitely need that. That's definitely because I mean what they did do, it looks great, you know. Even if they just used like the chef from like Monster Hunter World, you know, they did come up with their own Palico design. They just kind of stole that one. But whatever, you do what you can. People love that design. I love that design. He looked really cool. I absolutely loved it. So can't complain in the end. And then basically we find out that there is like this tower out in the distance that is like it's like the connection between both of the worlds, and basically they need to stop it. They need to stop it because it's like sending monsters to our world kind of thing, and then like we are coming into their world, and so it's just a bit of a mess, and so it needs to be stopped, and so that's where they're trying to get to. And then we get a big battle with a Waffalos, because like that's like guarding it basically, and we get like we have like the whole kind of crew of Monster Hunter other characters, and they all die. They all get killed. All just side characters, and I kind of appreciate that. I honestly appreciate that because it's like, yeah, in the games you get knocked around a lot and all that, and it's gotta happen. And I kind of appreciate the word PG or G with it. It's like, no, people die in this. People die. And I do appreciate that because, yeah, they're fighting freaking dragons and such, you know? People are gonna die, so I appreciate it. Eventually she ends up back in her world, but then the Rathalos came in, so now they're fighting it in her world. And again, very cool fights. I absolutely love the fighting in this. It's really, really cool. The music is awesome, along with all the fights and all that. And then, but at the same time, like, a big part of this movie is the editing is just a bit of a mess. There are, like, shots that will be on it for, like, less than a second, you know? That kind of stuff. It's very quick editing, which is what makes this movie feel like it just goes by so quickly. Like, me and a friend were watching it, and it was already like an hour in, and it's like, wow, whoa, when did that happen? When did we watch an hour of this movie? Because all the editing is just really freaking quick, which can be an issue. It was for like the last Resident Evil movie that they made, which is awful. I hate that one. I love all the other ones. I hate the last Resident Evil movie. It's awful. And it's injustice to the series. And that has extremely quick editing. And it's makes you want to vomit. But in this movie, no, it's not that bad. It's not that bad to that level. But it's still like, there's a little bit where it's just like, you could have held on that shot for a little bit longer, dude. But yeah, they fight it out there. The Hunter character, he appears and kind of helps them, and then so does the other dude. They all kind of help. Which I love, like, his little special move that he has. Which is not, again, it's nothing, none of that stuff is explained or anything. But I do love he has, like, this little special move he does. And basically then, yeah, eventually they defeat the Rathalos, and then the worlds are kind of joining up even more. We get this other creature, which I'm not actually quite sure what that one is. Honestly, I, I, I don't know Monster Hunter all that much, so don't really, nor do they actually give it a name in the movie. So I know like that they keep going on about Diablos and the Rathalos, but that's about it. So pardon my not having knowledge. But yeah, you got this thing coming down, and then like all three of them are teaming up, and it looks like we're gonna fight. And then like she's just like, we need to go back. We need to go back to your world, and we need to stop this thing. So it's like, okay. She does that so quickly. Like she's like, "Yay, I'm home," kind of thing. Like she's finally made it home, but straight away she's like, "We need to go back. We need to stop this thing." Like right away. Like I knew that was gonna happen, but it happened so quickly. That I was like, "Oh, okay, yep, sure, whatever." And they start to one up, and it's like, "Oh, this is gonna be another awesome fight. Hell yeah, this is unexpected. Hell's yeah," and then it just ends. It ends as soon as the movie started. And yep, that's it. Just like it's just gearing up to this awesome fight with all three of them, and it just ends. This movie, like, it's so quick. It's so quick, but it's like there's some good action, dumb action, but some good action scenes. Like the monsters did look cool, the Diablos and the Rathalos. Rathalos looked really cool. Really loved a lot of the night shots with him. He looked really good. Probably needed to be just a little bit more wed, I think. Needed a little bit more color to him. But honestly, this movie is really enjoyable. It's dumb, but it's really enjoyable. Because things just kind of happen in this movie. They just kind of happen, and it's like, okay, sure, whatever. It's like, huh. And then, yeah, it's just over and done with, and it's like, huh, I want more. I'm actually, I'm really curious to see if they will do a sequel. And in that case, make it more Monster Hunter. Take your time with it. Show like customization and such, Like they I guess tried to. Like they did go back to the spiders at one point and take their venom to then use as like a sleeping sort of dart on the Diablos. And it's like, okay, that seems Monster Hunter like. At one point, she like, and then yeah, with the Diablos, when that's dead, she like peels off some of its scales. Like, okay, she's gonna use that as armor. Okay, cool. But no, she uses it to carry the other dude. It's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But okay, you could have done so much more with that. Yeah, again, like it just kind of ends. So I apologize that this review is a bit of a mess and kind of just fast, but that's how the movie is. There is not much to talk about because it just happens. It just happens. So, yeah. That's Monster Hunter, and I recommend it if you like action movies. Yeah, as I said, it's a bad Monster Hunter movie. It's a bad Monster Hunter movie. But it's a good movie. I enjoyed it. If you're a huge fan of Monster Hunter, you probably won't like this movie. But if you're an average fan of Monster Hunter, you know the monsters and such, I think you'll like it. And yeah, if you're a fan of just like dumb flicks, you'll enjoy it. I love the main actress in it. She's great. I loved her in the Resident Evil movie. She really grew on me. She always looks like she has fun. She looks like she has fun, and I think that's the key thing there. And I enjoyed it. I'm gonna give it good 7 out of 10 foxes. I think. Good 7 out of 10. There's things about it that do annoy me, like it only being in the desert. Some of the CGI could have been better. Some of the editing could have been better. And yeah, just some things. But it was funny. It was a funny movie. It was just enjoyable. Yeah, definitely recommend it. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, give it a like and subscribe to our channel because I love you. If you do, hit that bell icon. That's not how. I messed up my ending, as usual. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to our channel because I love you if you do. Hit that bell icon, and this fox says, be who you want to be. Alright guys, bye for now.